Behind every great band, there's often an unsung hero. Someone who works tirelessly behind the scenes, making sure everything runs smoothly. For the Beatles, that hero was Mal Evans. From humble beginnings as a Liverpool bouncer to becoming a trusted road manager and even a musical contributor for the world's most famous band, Mal Evans was more than just a background figure. He was a confidant and trusted companion. But who was Mal Evans? Join us as we take a glimpse into the life of this extraordinary man, a man whose loyalty, creativity, and friendship helped shape the legacy of the Beatles. Mal Evans. Malcolm Frederick Evans, known as Mal Evans, was born on May 27, 1935 in Liverpool, England. He grew up in Wavertree, Liverpool, along with his three sisters, Pam, June, and Barbara. In the early 1960s, Evans was employed as a telecommunications engineer for the post office. In 1961, Evans married a Liverpool girl named Lily after meeting her at a fun fair in New Brighton, opposite Liverpool on the Wirral. They had 2 children together. Gary Evans was born in 1961. Growing up as a son of the man so closely associated with the Beatles, Gary had a unique childhood, though it was also marked by the absence of his father during long stretches of time. Gary has kept a low profile throughout his life, and not much is widely known about his personal endeavors. Julie Evans. Julie Evans was born in 1966. Like her brother, Julie grew up in the shadow of her father's close association with one of the most famous bands in history. The details of Julie's life have largely remained private. In the earlier years, the family lived in Liverpool, and later as Mal's role grew with the Beatles, they relocated to London to be closer to the band's activities. Mal was known to be a devoted family man who cherished his time with his wife and children. In 1962, Mal also worked part-time as a bouncer at the Cavern Club in Liverpool. At the same time, their manager, Brian Epstein, later hired him as the group's assistant roadie, in tandem with Neil Aspinall. His responsibilities included setting up equipment, driving the band to gigs, and generally taking care of the countless details that helped keep the band running smoothly on their hectic tours. His towering presence, being 6'6" tall, and a gentle demeanor made him well suited to managing the demands of the life on the road with the Beatles. As the band's fame skyrocketed, Evans' role expanded beyond logistics. He was more than just a road manager. He became a personal assistant and friend to the band members. He handled a variety of tasks, from securing hotels and becoming a constant companion to the group, being present on all of their tours. He was referred to by the band as Big Mal due to his large structure and warm and gentle personality. After the band stopped touring in 1966, Mal remained a constant presence in all the Beatles' lives. At the studio, he played a crucial role in keeping the band comfortable and focused during long studio sessions. He would often fetch tea, food, and other essentials, ensuring that the band members had everything they needed to stay energized and productive. Though not a trained musician, Mal Evans contributed to several Beatles recordings, often at the band's request. Some of his contributions include A Day in a Life. Mal played the alarm clock and counted the measures during the recordings of the orchestra build-up. Yellow Submarine. He provided background vocals and sound effects. Being for the benefit of Mr. Kite. Mal helped create the swirling tape effects that John Lennon wanted for the song. Maxwell's Silver Hammer. He was the one that had to go out and get the anvil and also create the anvil sound effects. You Won't See Me. Mal played the Hammond organ. Beyond his musical contributions, Mal also assisted with technical aspects of the recording sessions. He helped set up equipment, adjust microphones, and even participated in some mixing and engineering tasks when needed. Mal was also responsible for documenting some of the Beatles' activities, taking photos, and maintaining a diary of their work. His detailed records have been invaluable to historians and biographers in understanding the band's creative process and daily life. As someone who was always present, Mal Evans provided emotional support to the band members. His presence was a source of stability, especially during the tumultuous later years of the Beatles. After the Beatles disbanded in 1970, Evans struggled to find his footing. During the final years of the group, and continuing after their breakup, he worked as a record producer and continued to work with individual Beatles on solo projects and remained close to the band members, particularly John Lennon and Paul McCartney. As a producer, his biggest hit was with Badfinger's Top 10, No Matter What. He continued working in the music industry, attempting to manage other artists and exploring his musical interests, but with limited success. The post-Beatle years were challenging for Evans. The breakup of the band had a significant emotional impact on him. His marriage to Lily also suffered. Evans separated from his wife in 1973 and then moved to Los Angeles, living with his then-girlfriend Fran Hughes, where he struggled with depression and substance abuse. Mal Evans' life ended tragically and abruptly on January 5, 1976. He was just 40 years old. Evans was shot and killed by police at his home in Los Angeles when he threatened the officers with what turned out to be an air rifle while he was in a distressed state. The officers were responding to a call from Evans' girlfriend, Fran, who reported that he was acting erratically and had a gun. The circumstances surrounding his death were controversial and led to much speculation and sadness among those who knew him. After his tragic death in 1976, Mal's family was left to cope with the loss and the complicated legacy he left behind. While Evans is best known for his professional life, his personal life, marked by love, loss, and struggle, paints a fuller picture of the man behind the scenes of the Beatles. Throughout his time with the Beatles, Evans kept a diary and took many photographs, documenting the band's rise to fame. His close relationship with the band gave him unique insight into their personal and professional lives. A decade after his death, his collection of diaries, notebooks, and handwritten documents was discovered, many of which provided key insight into the Beatles' recording sessions and internal band dynamics. These materials have been used to write the first full-length biography of Evans, titled Living with the Beatles Legend, The Untold Story of Mal Evans, published in 2023 by Kenneth Womack. Mal Evans is remembered as an integral part of the Beatles' inner circle, a man who dedicated his life to supporting the band. His diaries and memoirs have provided valuable insight into the Beatles' history. Despite his tragic end, Evans' contributions to the Beatles' legacy continue to be recognized by fans and historians alike. Mal Evans may not have been a household name, but his presence was felt in every note, every chord, and every moment of the Beatles' incredible journey. His story is a testament to the power of loyalty, friendship, and the magic that happens when passion meets purpose. Though Mal's life was tragically cut short, his legacy lives on in the music and the memories he helped create. He was more than just a road manager. He was a beloved friend, a creative collaborator, and an essential part of the Beatles' world. Thank you for joining me in the celebration of the life of Mal Evans. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories about people who shape the music we love. And as always, let us know in the comments who you'd like to learn more about next. Thanks for watching. Bye.